Mount Rushmore, history carved in stone. Hi, fellow explorers. Welcome to Whimsical World Wanderers and our adventure into history. Today, we're talking about one of America's most iconic landmarks, Mount Rushmore. So, buckle up, because we're heading to South Dakota. Mount Rushmore is located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, a region known for its stunning natural beauty and rich history. Mount Rushmore stands at an elevation of 5,725 feet above sea level. It is located near the scenic, historic mining town of Keystone, South Dakota. These massive granite faces of 4 U.S. presidents, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, stand 60 feet tall. That's as high as a 6-story building. Wow, that's amazing! Before it became Mount Rushmore, this area was a sacred place for the Plains Indians such as the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Lakota Sioux, who called the Black Hills Paha Sapa. The Lakota called the mountains 6 grandfathers. They saw it as a deeply spiritual land. By the 1920s, South Dakota had become a popular tourist destination due to its beautiful scenery. Tourists visited places like Black Hills National Forest, Wind Cave National Park, and Needles Highway. Doane Robinson, who would later be called the father of Mount Rushmore, was the secretary of the South Dakota State Historical Society and wanted to promote tourism to South Dakota by having a monument in the Black Hills region. On August 20th, 1924, Robinson contacted the sculptor Gutzon Borglum to come to South Dakota to create a monument that celebrated the story of America. Robinson had initially wanted Old West heroes such as Lewis and Clark, Sacagawea, and Crazy Horse, but the idea was rejected by Borglum, who insisted on the 4 famous presidents instead. Work began in 1927 and took 14 years to complete. From October 4th, 1927 through October 31st, 1941, Gutzon Borglum, his son Lincoln Borglum, and 400 workers labored tirelessly to carve the massive monument. Crews used dynamite and jackhammers to carve out those giant faces. Mount Rushmore became a national memorial in 1925 before the carving was even complete. Today, it stands not just as a tribute to 4 great presidents, but also as a symbol of democracy and resilience. The Black Hills are also home to an incredible array of wildlife. You might spot mountain goats scaling cliffs, or maybe bighorn sheep grazing. You might even see bald eagles perched high atop a tree branch. So if you visit, don't forget to look around. Nature is putting on a show of its own. So, how is Mount Rushmore significant today? It's a place to reflect on history and what it means to be part of this big, diverse country. Plus, it's super popular. Around 2 million people visit every year. That's a lot of selfies with presidents. Mount Rushmore isn't just a bunch of giant faces on a mountain. It's a symbol of history, culture, and nature all rolled into one. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep having fun.